file system. Under file system, we have first we will see the file concept, and then we have the what are all the various access methods which are all available for accessing the file. And directory, actually the directory structure and the implementation is not fully in your the concept is not fully available, okay, in your syllabus. So that we will have a file system. In detail, you will see the file system. And then file sharing and protection. So these are all the topics. So first we will see the file concept. File which is used to stored in a memory, your main memory, before going to access it. And before that it can be stored in a secondary storage. But as far as the logical view, it is going to be the contiguous logical address space. And the types of files may be any type. It may be a program or it may be any data. The data also, it may be of any type of data, numeric data or character data or a binary data. Or you can give a program as a file, .c file, .c++ you have saved it, no? Even that is going to be your file. So here the content of which will give you the file information, that who is the file creator, and there are many types of files available, and we are using that also, that is the text file and source file. Source file which may be any of your even libraries, if you are using, it is going to be your source file, or your application program is a source file, and we are going to convert that into an executable file. Okay, so some of the files we have used nowadays. And next we will see the file structure. And file structure, there will be a sequence of suppose if there is no file type which is used, so the no structure will be there, means actually there will be a sequence of words and bytes which are all available. Mm, there is no specific things. It won't be any sequential file or anything else. Only it is a continuous data which is available in that. And the simple record structure, suppose if you are taking any of the records which are all available in your file, which may be each and every line can be treated as a lines, can be treated as a record or a fixed length. For example, you may take a record as a 8-byte data, or which may be a 12-byte data. So like that, you are dividing the entire file into 10 bytes each, 10-byte blocks, which is going to be a file with a record, fixed records, and variable record, variable length is, for example, you may have one record which may consist of um, 10 bytes of data, another data which may consist of 20 bytes of data. Like that, there will be a variable length records. Okay, and then even the file which may contain some complex structures under the formatted document. Another one is a relocatable load file. But don't give attendance and leave. Okay, so we can able to see the number of participants and also the list. Finally, we will check it. So complex structures, we have a formatted document and relocatable load file. Formatted document means we are going to format the documents. Documents nothing but your files, which may be available in any one of the format. And the second one is the relocatable load file. Relocatable load file is every time if you are moving a file into a main memory, which may not be stored in the same location. Wherever it is free in the main memory, the free space available in the main memory, the operating system will move that file into that place. That is called as a relocatable load file. That is somewhat complex than your simple record structures. And also what they are telling is we can combine the complex data structures with the first type, that is your sequence of words and bytes, and we can have the combined record types also. So these are all going to be decided by your operating system, or we can write our software which will decide that. So based upon our requirement, we can decide the file structure. And then file attributes, which are very much useful to give the information about the file. Okay. The first is the name. Name is important for each and every file. We are specifying that add.c like that, which is human readable. With a file number, it is very difficult for us to check each and every file, to access each and every file. So we are using the name, and then identifier. Whenever the file which is going to be handled by your operating system, automatically file number will be assigned for that. So that will be tagged, attached with your file. Okay. And the third one is the type. What type of file it is going to be? That is the extension you have given, or txt file, or which may be a binary file, whatever it may be, executable file, .exe file. So that type also we have to mention. And then location on the device where actually the file which is available. So first of all, we need to locate a file. So normally this can be done with your read-write kit. Okay, suppose it is stored in the disk. So through which we can able to identify, or normally which is going to be identified with the pointer, file pointer. And each and every records in the file also going to be specified by the file pointer. And the current file size, later it will be updated and increased, means again the file size will be updated. Okay. And then protection, if you have created a file and without any protection is there, means there is no usage of file, anyone can able to access and they will modify it. So we have to give any one of these access or all the three accesses, depends upon the users types. Okay. Users at the lower level means we can give the option only for executing the file. Some admin level means we can give the option for read, write, and execute. Okay. So the read, write, execute, the protection we have seen it in the lab also. So that is RWX X mode. Okay. So that we have to give access. We have to give for each and every file. Time, date, and user identification. So normally, suppose if you have created any file means and we have stored means along with the time and the date also it will be stored. Okay. In that, along with the name and which one, the time which is stored, if there is any modification we have done, that is also going to be updated. So this is one information which will be very much useful for us to check the production. We can check whether anyone else updated if we have not updated it or something. Okay, so that we can do. And the information about the files which are all kept in a directory structure. Why we are in need of a directory means, for example, if I am going to store the information about the students in F1 section, means I will create a directory as F1, and in that I can able to keep all the files which are related to each and every student. So that will be better way to access the files later. Okay, and also maintenance will be good. And then one more is the file information can be extended with a checksum. Checksum in the sense the checksum which will be used as a error code. You could have seen that in networking subject. That is checksum is we can able to check how many bytes, for example, which is stored in the file. If it once you have retrieved by the user, you can check the checksum. If it is correct what we have given, then the file without loss it is reaching the destination. And also you could have seen, you could have hear about the parities, even parity and odd parity. Okay, even parity with those also we can able to check whether the file which are reaching the destination properly or not. Okay, so if you are keeping that files in the directory structure means it will be easy for us to retrieve and use it in the later, in future. And then file operations, what are all the file operations? File is an abstract data type, and also in the file, according to our usage, we can we can use any type of files. These are all the operations we can able to do it in a file, that is create. First of all, we have to create a file, and we have to keep a pointer at a proper location. Suppose it is going to be a new file means it will be available in the 0th location. Or if you are going to append in the already existing file means if already 10 records are there, 11th position we have to keep our pointer and we have to write it, otherwise it will be overwritten. Similarly, if you are going to read a particular records from fifth position means we have to keep a read pointer at the fifth position, and we have to start reading it. Okay. And then repositioning the file sync. Repositioning the file sync, that the disk scheduling we have seen now. Currently, if you are in the head 50, but we have to reach to 183. So for that, we have to reposition the file pointer to 183. So like that, repositioning, which is very important. It will take some time for that. Some delay will be there. It is called as a seek time. And then we can delete the content, and also we can truncate. That is, we can cut short some of the data, unwanted data which is available in that. So open F5 in the sense, in general, they are specified F1, F2 like that. So